Alright everybody, good morning! And I am Amphoreus, and welcome back to Amphoreus and Honkai Star Rail. So patch 3.1 just came out, and we have a brand new storyline to follow up on. I guess we'll find out what happened with Phainon and his trial. And there looks to be a lot more about Mydei and Tribi in this patch. Not to mention the fact that we can now pull for Tribi back to Fons et Origo. I don't know what that means. But I will not be pulling for Tribi. Cute as they are, or she is, they are. Because I'm saving for Mydei, of course. And I have a good amount saved up, but basically if I got another 21, 22-ish days to save up more, I think I'll be able to get at least a couple of Eidolons and maybe a light cone for Mydei. So that's my plan. But anyway, let's dive right into it. I got about 2 hours-ish to play today, which should be nice for a good chunk of the story, hopefully. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, you know what, actually? Let me swap my party out here. Where was the one that I had with the Trailblazer in it? Let's try out this one. I think this works out pretty well. Wait a second. Yeah, that will work out well. I've been building up Clara just in the downtime that I had because I couldn't stock up on Mydei until I actually knew what resources he needed. So now little Clara's a little bit of a powerhouse, I think, based on how I built her. And it works out pretty well with the Remembrance Trailblazer too. So yeah, let's just see how this works out. I believe, oops, nope. I didn't mean to look at the giant sealed owl. Vortex of Genesis, that's where I wanted to go.
It's still early. Where to now?
Okay. Okay, hello again everybody. Nope, go and talk to Aglaea. Dots.
Aglaea, with all due respect, this trial is taking far too long.
Feels like we've already waited for 42 days. How did you even arrive at that number?
What do you think of this, Phainon?
It's not possible to tell for sure what goes on within the vortex. All I can hear are fragments of speech and distant battle cries.
Is it Phainon's voice?
I'm not sure. It's difficult to make out clearly. Wait, no!
Uh-oh.
Lady Phainon.
Snowy's voice. I can't hear him anymore.
I thought you just said you couldn't tell if it was him.
There's a sun-like existence in the trial. It's burning him up.
It has come to this, after all.
What now?
Get ready, my Demos.
What's going on?
Plan B. We pull him out when something goes wrong. As I promised you, Aglaea, I will intervene in the trial this time to bring your deliverer out to safety. But that's as far as I will go.
Of course. I know this is not the time to demand any more from you.
Discerning. All right then. To be as prepared as I can, I hope that the 2 Outlander warriors can also join me.
That might not be a good idea. The core flame trial is many times more complicated than a standard ritual. Even the slightest misjudgment, misstep, or hiccup could result in grave consequences.
I feel like she knows I'm gonna goof things up.
Our two distinguished guests are not obliged to risk their lives for the flame chase journey. Let me join you instead, Lord Mydei.
Can't we all go together? Can't we all go together?
No. Someone should stay outside in case we need help.
Things have taken a critical turn, especially so with Phainon's life on the line. Of course, we Nameless will do what is necessary. How should we help?
Join me in the trial to look for Phainon. And when we do, Aglaea's golden thread will guide us back out. Assuming we survive Nikador's wrath. If something bad were to happen, Casterus, your priority is to ensure the safety of these two. I can find a way out on my own.
Yes, Lord Mydei.
Thank you both for your valor. Time to get to work then. Let me have the honor of taking the lead in this battle.
Was there a need for a pause there? Okay, guess we're going in. Well, hold on one second.
I'm so parched.
Enter title bounty. Oh, nope, gotta continue the Trailways mission. Okay.
Ambrosia!
Who's this?
Ambrosia!
Who's the drunk lady in the basin?
May that warrior be safe from harm. When you are ready, I will preside over the ritual on Phaimon's behalf.
Let's go. What do we got here? I think we'll be okay. Oh, team includes Mydei. Oh, in that case then. Sorry, Clara. Mydei is going to take your place. And let's swap you out for Lynx. Oh wait, I think I saw that Lacha is pretty good for Mydei teams. So let's try this instead. And actually, since I don't think we need Tingyun for Mydei. So can we put in instead? Would be a good support. Fugue would be fun, I'd feel like. Maybe Sparkle? I mean, considering I don't know how he plays, like this isn't terribly helpful. Sparkle would give him more turns. Or should I go for a dual healing route? Remember, Trailblazer kind of functions as Sparkle a little bit, just without the skills or skill points. And I don't think Mydei needs skill points because, as I understand, he attacks automatically. So maybe we'll go with dual healing? Swap you out here. There we go. At any rate, we shouldn't die, so that'll be good. Okay, let's see how Mydei works.
Our reinforcements from beyond the sky, warriors of high esteem. Please close your eyes and hold your breath. They once kept the fate of this world and many other challengers safe from the devastating rage of strife. They now seek to venture deep into the trial of divinity and prove their will to destroy our enemies, as foretold by the prophecy. When the hammer of strife strikes the anvil of the warrior, the heat and impact will leave behind scars, and between them, a demigod shall rise.
Very well. Come forth then. Souls foreign to this realm, and warriors in the making.
Hi, nice.
Follow me into the mist and flames, and come face to face with the greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart. And with thy strength, banish the darkness and usher in sunlight. Let all lost souls find courage on a long journey back home.
What?
What's the matter? Surprised? Where there's strife, there's carnage. It shouldn't come as a surprise to see such a sight in Nikidor's trial.
Why would we assume that Mydei did this? Why is it just you? Where's Dan Heng?
I don't see him around here. We should go first. Let's pray he stays safe. Huh. The greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart, huh? So, this is what he fears the most.
That is cool.
There's no place for you in Amphoreus.
Okay.
A disaster for Akama.
So much for the king of those outlanders.
A disaster for Akama.
You won't get away, Kremnoan vermin!
Be on alert. The smell of rust is thick in the air.
Blood?
Tell me your name, brute. Your demise shall be a tale I boast about at the feast table.
My name is Perdiccas, and I am here to avenge my people.
Kremnoans and Akamans are at war?
Perdiccas? Even the tragic cries of beasts at the slaughterhouse sound better than your name.
Say whatever you like, despicable Akaman. Better to die in battle than return even in glory. May the Kremnoan spirit always watch over me.
Foolish brute. I see you're eager to die. Very well then. I shall grant you just that.
Intervene?
You are... Oh. So the Alpha Brute has found his way here. It's a pity, though. You're too late. You will never stop the Holy City's army. Watch as I make this pathetic warrior of yours the first sacrifice.
Okay, guess we'll just stand there and watch.
Mydei, my king, avenge me.
Is this?
You're next.
Ugh.
Face your death, cowardly king!
This insatiable bloodlust is a product of Nikidor's wrath. You chose the wrong enemy.
And wabam. Let's see. So can we actually inspect him? No, we can. Okay. Deaths are legion, regrets are none. Consumes HP and deals imaginary damage to one designated enemy unit. Okay, so it's Blast. Kingslayer, Big King. Wait, consumes damage, or consumes HP. Consumes HP. Godslayer, Big God, consumes 150 points of charge. 280% max HP, wow. Okay, both of these can't be triggered, they're done automatically, okay. Ultimate restores HP and accumulates talent's charge. Massive imaginary damage, taunts, talent. Accumulates charge when losing HP. Vendetta, restores HP, advances action. Okay. Alright. Bloody Chitin increases crit rate by 48%. Wow. Okay. Not too high attack, but nearly guaranteed crit rate and really high crit damage. Okay. Well, let's go.
Forever doomed! Receive divinity. I can't die, but thanks.
That's funny.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
Hiya. Can I increase charge by healing him?
Bloom. I can't die, but thanks.
Let's do this in slow motion.
Forever doomed!
Oh, that's it?
Absurd. I know this, Akaman. Strife contorted an honorable warrior into this perverse and twisted being. And that horrible noise. I can hardly suppress my bloodlust when it sounds. This battle cry must have gone to Phainon. That's why he lost himself. What a useless fool.
What is he?
It's nothing. Let's go. That voice is Cartonis? Not you too, Cartonis.
Mighty mouse you are. Destroyed all the wicked king. Here to take my life, finally?
I won't ask how this happened, nor will I hurt you like you said. I just need you to tell me where Phainon is.
All of this you know very well. Leave our city, cursed son of Gorgo!
I have no intention of hurting you, Cartonus.
Humiliate me you shall not! Leave! Get out of Akima! Get out! Symbol of your sovereignty, take it! Signet of Kremnos, bask in blood-soaked glory, your kind alone!
This is... Mother's signet? It's here again. I knew it.
Ha! Finally gone mad, despicable vermin have! With your mad king, perish together in that maelstrom of battle!
Enough! Be quiet! You were not at all, Cartonus! Look out!
The long narrow shadow pierces through the phantom of Cartonus.
Nice move.
Oh, Dan Heng, right? You too. Are you the real Dan Heng? I could ask you the same. What was the last thing you said to me before I parted the waters at the Skill Gorge waterscape?
Parted the waters?
Whatever. Forget it. Just kill me, alright? That sounds like something the real you would say. It wasn't easy, but I finally found you two.
So, you are Dan Heng. What did you go through before meeting us?
Just some memories from my past. Nothing worth mentioning.
You mean you saw your past too?
We didn't see anything.
The trial of strife is a vicious one, all right.
What are you thinking?
This might not be a single person's trial, but an arena for every challenger to engage their own delusions in a bloody battle. I saw someone from my past a while ago. Someone Phainon has never met.
That doesn't exactly sound like a bad thing. At least it means we'll be able to find Phainon here.
We can only hope this battlefield is nowhere as extensive as I imagine it to be. Let's first follow the sounds of battle to their source. The battle cries seem to be getting a lot louder.
I have a feeling someone is manipulating this battlefield. Someone who might not be Phainon.
I agree.
This will be the end of you outlanders!
Go find your friends in hell! Cursing brutes.
Well, at least everybody's at a standstill.
Just as I thought. This is where the battle cries were coming from. The true entrance to Nikidor's trial.
What's wrong with you two? It's nice. An incarnation of Nikidor.
I'm seeing him for the first time, but there's no doubt about it. What I'm sensing can only be Strife's bloodlust. The one manipulating this battlefield is Nikidor themselves.
Mydei, you are a keen warrior indeed.
You know me?
The blasphemous prince. Of course I know you. And I happen to know that you're here for the soul of that white-haired warrior.
Great. Let's cut to the chase then. Hand over that poor excuse for a sword master, so we can be done with this farce.
No. I applaud your courage and strength for coming this far, but you have chosen to besmirch the dignity of one who has fallen, and I cannot turn a blind eye to that.
Won't you go easy on us? We traveled together before, remember? One who has fallen? Phainon failed the trial?
He faced the greatest fear in the depths of his heart, and fought with exceptional valor, though he eventually succumbed to the brutal onslaughts. I have since brought him to the rear battleground, and granted him glory worthy of his courage, tenacity, and sacrifice. You wish to take him away? Sure. Pick up a spear and prove that your resolve can rival his. Of course. Cowards who hope to avoid bloodshed are better off disappearing from my sight this instant.
Your opinions are of no interest to me, Mad King. If it's a fight you're looking for, then you will get one, Titan. I will put you to rest once more with my curse of immortality.
Commendable. Your noble mother displayed the same spirit with a spear in her hands.
Uh-oh.
Don't you dare speak of her.
Why not? She challenged the former Kremnos king to a duel, even knowing that it was a deadly trap, all to protect your dignity. Are you suggesting her efforts were for naught?
Her death was caused by you, the incarnation of strife. How dare you talk about her past? Enough of this nonsense. You should be wielding your weapon at the god of strife. Battle me and put a swift end to this!
Your hatred is as clear as day, my Demos. My words must have stung you deeply. But thanks to them, I have also come to realize this is why you killed your father for the throne, only to let your signet sink to the bottom of the Sea of Souls, refusing to let the glory of Kremnos live on. This is why you slew the Strife Titan, only to reject the core flame, letting strife continue instead. Oh, child demanded by fate, show me what you are capable of. Show me if you have the power to put out the flames of your very own destiny.
I will rip your chest apart, Titan. In the same way I ripped apart that former king.
I see you wish to repeat these. Come at me then. Ignite the flames of your fears and step onto the battlefield. Take this fierce battle to the boundaries of strife and consume me, or lose yourself in the fight and watch your defeated corpse burn to ash. But remember this. The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. The very moment I just moment sent the successor of Kremnos. Whitehead knew he was no match, yet he chose to fight till his very last breath. What about you, Mydei? Can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you? Prove to me that you are worthy of this power! Burn it all! Mournful cries, miserable wails can't die. Kings of Kremnos, this is the power you desired?
Allow me to see you off. Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return! That which is seized must be repaid.
Perfect. Now's my chance.
Don't need to heal him, but I can increase his MD.
Relax. Deep breaths.
I can't die, but thanks. Forever doomed! Hear my roar. I am Strife. Burn it all!
Mimi! Mimi!
Forever doomed!
In the name of fairness, I cleanse you the blood of strife!
This raging power, I can hardly contain it. Dying soul, face me! I allow you to accept your punishment.
Mimi!
Forever doomed! Conquer all lands!
Pity, you chose the wrong enemy. Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return!
Burn it all!
In fear you shall abandon your mortal body, King of Kremnos!
To travel far away. For a tough case like yours, we're gonna try them all!
I feel much better.
How noisy! Dying soul, face me! I allow you to accept your punishment. I underestimated you.
Allow me to see you off.
Burn it all! Fury upon you!
was very strong.
Time for something savory.
I can't die.
Me.
But thanks.
Me.
Forever doomed.
Me. Gotta stop the bleeding.
Abyss flower, bloom.
I can't die. But thanks.
Receive divinity. That which is seized must be repaid. The dead will return!
Relax, deep breaths.
I can't burn it all.
Nice. Ooh, yes, cutscene.
Found you.
Sometime later.
I did my best.
Okay, so I guess that was it for the challenge. So I'm glad I took my time with that battle because I wanted to see what Mydei can actually do. So that's fun. Because otherwise we'd have a very, very short time with Mydei. The Core Flame trial is indeed no place for the weak. Let's just hope that Phainon gets through this.
There's no need to worry. His soul is in a stable condition. With ample rest for both body and mind, he'll be up and about in no time.
The greatest fear in the depths of his heart. Lord Phainon must have been forced to relive his past during the trial, and revisit his homeland that had fallen to the Black Tide.
In all likelihood.
Is the Black Tide really that scary? It's only normal to be unable to overcome your inner demons. I think Nias mentioned it before. I'm most interested in the Black Tide. So is the Black Tide really that scary? Since coming to Amphoreus, we have heard many talking about this Black Tide. Could you tell us more about it?
It is one of the culprits that drives the people of Amphoreus to madness. It was during the Era Bellica that this unspeakable thing first appeared, like a plague, alongside the three titans of calamity.
Death, strife, and trickery.
Nobody knows where it came from or how it came to be. What we do know, however, is that it is steadily encroaching upon what little remains of this tranquil land, much like a rising sea closing in on an island from all sides. It is for this very reason that it became known as the Black Tide. Those who succumb to it lose their reason and humanity, becoming vicious, mindless monsters. Mortals are not the only ones susceptible to its influence. Even gods and titans cannot escape from it.
According to Nias, Nikador, though one of the embodiments of calamity, also bears the responsibility of fending off the Black Tide. Perhaps that is also why Lord Phainon threw himself into the trial of strife so readily.
But now, we must look for alternative means of igniting the flames of strife.
So, Aglaea, what should we do now?
You know very well the decision doesn't lie with me. As the successor to Kremnos, Mydei, you know better than anyone that if it was simply about emerging triumphant on the battlefield of strife, you and your people could manage it with ease. But ultimately, The heavy burden of divinity can only be borne by one. It is foolhardiness and indecision, not the unclaimed seed of divinity, that pushes this world into the deathly fog.
Sing, O goddess of his rage. Return to your private bath chamber and discuss the present circumstances with Don Hon. Okay. Hi, Chimera.
I'd love to go in and take a look.
I got this little guy from one of those weird Trojan horse things. I want him to follow me around. But for now, he just sits here. He's so cute, though. No. An unspeakable thing of unknown origin. What comes to your mind when we put these keywords together? A Stellaron? An Eon? A Leviathan? A Cosmic Mecha Octopus? Probably a Stellaron. That's right. If you think about the various characteristics of Amphoreus, an isolated world of eternal night being eroded by an unknown power, we cannot discount this possibility. This has been bothering me for a while now. Everything we have seen thus far suggests that Amphoreus wasn't always isolated from the rest of the universe. Be it the birth of the Titans or the encroaching black tide, none of these can be explained as a natural progression of a civilization. There must be other reasons for its current state of isolation. It's just, if the cancer of all worlds is truly the culprit, then we should have observed certain phenomena, explicit or otherwise, by now, but that isn't the case. It's more like the fragmentum. Why isn't that an option? The voice of the Stellaron? That's what I was thinking too. From past experience, the Stellaron within you should be able to resonate with other Stellarons, but we haven't encountered anything like that here. I don't think that ever happened in the past. See, the first Stellaron we encountered was on Eurillo 6. I don't think the Stellaron resonated with us there. Then we had the Shanzhou. I don't remember the Stellaron resonating with us there either. And then we had Penacony. We didn't even know it was a Stellaron until like the very end. But chances are there's probably a Stellaron here. There are several other unanswered questions too. My gut feeling is that things here are not as simple as they seem. Things here seem simple to you? Furthermore, what happened in Penacony also proved that the appearance of a world may not necessarily be due to the influence of just one path. Oh, the appearance of a world may not necessarily be due to the influence of just one path. And a sweat the Trailblaze can tackle even 10 paths if it must. Could be an all-star cast. Who knows, maybe Akavilli's behind it all. It could be an all-star cast, let's say. In another sense, it's Penacony all over again. For now, let's just take things as they come. The Black Tide could be a good starting point. Since Nikodor, the Strife Titan, has fallen, those who are suppressed by them will no doubt begin to counterattack now. It seems our trailblazing expedition is growing in significance. Ooh, switching to Mydei. At the same time, on the other side of Memorial Palace.
Don't worry, Dee. This isn't the first time he's been like this. A long time ago?
I'm not worrying about him.
Of course you're not.
Oh, alright. You're a little quiet, though.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. What I meant was, I know that man can pull through for sure.
Oh, he's so gruff, but he's actually a nice guy. He's got a heart of gold.
It's alright. Being straightforward suits you better.
Yeah.
Actually, Dee, there's something we are curious about. What did you see in Nikador's trial?
Something that terrifies me. Isn't that ironic? There shouldn't even be a word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
Do you think you stand a chance against that thing that terrifies you?
Is this also part of your grand scheme?
What do you mean?
Aglaea knew that Phainon might fall. And she expected me to take his place. That was the plan all along, wasn't it?
Yes. Looks like you know everything.
I have no intention of condemning you for it. The Flame Chase journey is not a game, and I have long understood this. With the downfall of Strife, and the ever-growing threat that the Black Tide poses, if Circes and Ornyx are also impacted, ramifications will be dire.
They are the only two Titans who are still lucid and willing to coexist with humanity.
Sure, Ornyx is willing to coexist per se.
Regrettably, I do not hold the key to completing the trial. If I wish to conquer that fear, I need the assistance of my fellow Kremnoans. Give me some time to speak with my people. It won't take long, I promise.
I see. There is strength in numbers, but you must know that the trial to become a demigod is ultimately meant for only one individual. Your people, they have been eagerly awaiting a new king all this time, haven't they? If you take on the divine role, they will have no reservations about following your lead. After all, you're the hero of Castrum Kremnos.
I once was. But Lady Trebios, therein lies my deepest fear. We'll talk again later. I'll be back.
Dee? Regardless of what happens, we will always be there for you.
Aww.
Thank you. The person I'm looking for is probably in the hot bath. I should go take a look. The billowing steam always brings back memories of the furnaces in our homeland.
So let's switch out. Yeah, I'll make you go first. No, actually, wait, if you have a battle, it's better for you to be in the middle. There we go. Hey, Truby.
Regardless of what happens, we will always be there for you.
Aww. Thank you.
Okay, going to the hot baths. This way. I think these doors function as a loading screen, because sometimes the doors open quick and sometimes they don't. Which is interesting.
Children left unattended by their parents? That's not safe.
He's so cute. He's such a dad. He'd be a good king. Hey, kiddos.
You shouldn't run around in here, kids.
Hey, it's the Crown Prince! Are you also here for a bath?
I want to hear stories about what feats on the battlefield.
The Crown Prince. Are Are you Kremnoans?
Yeah, we are! The grown-ups said we used to live next to the arena. Well, next to the parts next to it anyway. My dad is a centurion with the Hydra Lancers, and my mom is the bravest warrior in the God Shield Brigade. We used to get tons of silver coins from Mr. Krateros.
Should we recognize that name?
My parents are serving in the Holy City garrison now. As warriors of Kremnos, they're braver than any Achaemen.
Why are you kids here alone? Where are the grown-ups?
Mom and Dad were asleep, so we snuck out to play hide and seek with Mr. Krateros.
That old man can be such a child sometimes. Do you know where Krateros is? I happen to be looking for him.
Krateros was like his mentor, the one that served Lady Gorgo, and was like, yeah, I think I remember who he is now.
Sorry, I don't. Come to think of it, we haven't seen him in a while. Did he get lost while trying to find us?
No way! Mr. Krateros is a member of the Royal Wing Elites. He's the best at hunting down enemies. He was counting near Aglaea when we went to hide. I thought about taking a peek, but who knows if it might be a trap he set.
It was prudent of you to be cautious. So, which Aglaea was he with?
It's, just take a few turns after you go out from here. It's close to the backs.
Alright, I'll go look for him. You should consider the game over and head home for now. And don't play around the hot baths again.
Wait, Your Highness!
Is there something else?
I heard you retrieved Nicodor's core flame. Does that mean we get to go back home soon?
Have you ever been to Castrum Kremnos? You were all born in the Holy City, and are living lives no different from the Achaemens. Everything you know about our people comes only from the tales of others. You have never even witnessed the blade in the sky with your own eyes. How, then, is a city you've never seen your home?
Because this place is definitely not home. Mom and Dad told me that the children of Kremnos are born to wield swords and fight on the battlefield.
They also said that the Kremnoan detachment led by the Crown Prince is the bravest army across all of Amphoreus. No one can defeat them.
The kids in the Holy City don't play with us. The moment they find out that our parents are Kremnoans, they shun us.
Oh.
We don't care. We all know that the Crown Prince will take us home one day.
Are the Achaemens such jerks?
The time has not yet arrived. But, young men of Kremnos, heed my command. Return to your parents at once. From here on, you are to dedicate yourselves to rigorous training and a healthy diet. You must not neglect these two aspects if you are to become a brave warrior of Kremnos.
He is such a dad. He's so cute.
Only by following this path can you be deemed worthy of returning home.
Mydei, you're awesome. I'm loving you even more.
Yes, Your Highness!
The future of Kremnos. I should find Krateros.
Okay, somewhere this way. By the way, did I get all the treasure chests in here? I did, okay.
There he is. Is he engaged in a debate with that foolish lion?
Let's find out.
Drat! Oh, it's the Crown Prince of Castrum Kremnos.
What do you mean, drat?
Get a grip. We're here by order of the Council of Elders. Even the Chrysos heirs have to think twice before doing anything to us.
These elders seem so annoying.
Out of my way, lackeys of the council.
The Civil Guard of Akama is on official duty. Please keep out of this area.
Calm down, my lord. Play nice.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I'll allow you to pass this time, but just this once.
You're intimidating.
So, you think yourself knowledgeable? Then here is a question for you. Do you know how Chrysius Leo in Castrum Kremnos came to be mounted on the wall? I don't know, my lord. How did it come to be? Let me enlighten you. A long time ago, the founder of Castrum Kremnos led a group of warriors to hunt down a lion on the outskirts of the city of Tritos. That vicious beast had been a menace for years, and the bones in its den were stacked even higher than the peaks around Akama.
I remember the story.
But do you know what happened? Nary a moment had passed after the beast's head peeked out of its den, when the Kremnoan warriors surged forward and brought it down within the blink of an eye, shattering its knees with a single strike. And then... why are you red-faced already? We haven't even gotten to the best part yet. It's your storytelling, my lord. You're weaving such a captivating tale that it got my blood pumping. Please, go on. Well, if it isn't Lord Mydei. It's been a while. Oh, what in Akama is happening? To what do I owe the pleasure, son of Gorgo?
Kratos. My esteemed teacher.
Let's talk somewhere else, Mydimos. I'm tired of speaking with this silly lion.
Why are you here in the first place?
What about the council's informants?
Those two hyenas are nothing but scavengers of rotten meat. They couldn't bite even if they tried.
Yep.
They can follow us if they want to. Let's go. Wait, so how in the world did Chrysius Leo get mounted on the wall? Keep up with us, you hyena. Oh, sorry. I meant officers.
Hey, old man, how dare you?
Calm down. Calm down.
Did those people just vanish into that space anchor?
Don't fall behind now. Unless you want to upset our friends here.
Don't you dare try any tricks with us.
We're almost there.
Why have you stopped?
This is a nice spot for a private chat.
Shall we, sir?
Let's do it.
What are you up to?
Someone help me!
Some privacy at last. So, tell me, why have you come to seek this old man's counsel?
I came to discuss the future of the Kremnoans.
Interesting. I heard the core flame of the Lance of Fury has been restored, though not by your hand. And you're even considering giving up Nikador's divine power. Is this true?
Those rumors are not entirely groundless.
In other words, you did entertain the thought of giving up the throne of Kremnos, and forsaking your people.
The divine power is not equivalent to the throne. The path of strife is also not our people's only way.
Enough with the word games. You, of all people, should understand the plight of the Kremnoans. Think about all the warriors of the Kremnoan detachment who left their homeland with you. Think about their children. Only the yearning for our former glory days has kept us going all this time. If they ever learn that the crown prince they look up to so much is actually toying with the notion of stepping down, think of the disgrace it would bring upon your departed mother, Mydei. You best remember that she died for you because of Europon's schemes, to restore the glory of Kremnos.
Since you've brought that up, tell me, who is responsible for my father's death?
Are you trying to shame me, Mydei? I may be old, but I haven't become so decrepit that I've forgotten it all. Of course I remember that Europon died when the Kremnoan detachment surrounded him. You drove the spear into his chest with your very own hands.
That was merely the final outcome. Do you still not see it? What led my parents and our people to their downfall is none other than the strife we speak of. The quest for glory. The tenet of valorous death before glorious return. This is the creed of every Kremnoan, no matter whether these beliefs are justified or not.
Don't be ridiculous. The only thing that could slay a king is a spear. Even an infant knows that much. I swore to your mother that I would guard your crown with my life. I never foresaw that the son of Gorgo himself would be the first to turn his back on the Kremnoan spirit. Gorgo. Your mother bore that name. The name of the great founder of Castrum Kremnos. And she upheld that name with honor. If you choose to turn your back on her legacy, like a wretched deserter, do not fault me for withholding my loyalty, Mydei.
I came to discuss the future of our people with you. But it appears this is not the right time yet.
Go, Mydei. Ha! That's what those Chrysos heirs call you, isn't it? Go down the path you have deemed correct. Deep down, you have always been one to do as you please. And I am well aware that no one could deter you once you've made up your mind. But don't you ever dream of renouncing the traditions of Kremnos. We may reside in Akama now, but we remain eternally bound to strife by blood.
Bloodlines no longer hold any significance in this era of destruction.
My young lord, always bear this in mind. Never reveal your vulnerabilities to anyone. A lion should never dwell amidst its prey, especially when it wields power enough to dominate the entire hunting ground.
Europon, the boy did nothing wrong!
Oh, there's Kratos back there.
This is murder! Do not sully the noble name of Kremnos with the blood of an innocent child. You mustn't reveal your weaknesses to the enemy.
Enough! My decision is final. We must use this child's life to preserve the soul of the great Nikador. We must save Castrum Kremnos.
Don't be absurd! Those tiny hands lack the strength to even lift a spear. Do you truly believe him a threat to Castrum Kremnos? You'll be ending the bloodline of Kremnos if you do this. our millennia-old glory will become nothing more than a joke.
Have you forgotten that we Kremnoans place no value in bloodlines? It is through pure bloodshed and slaughter that the kings of Kremnos have ascended to the throne. As for our millennia-old glory, it has always been a joke in my eyes. Glorify it all you want, but it will not alter the nature of slaughter. Those who revel in it are but murderers. They are no more noble than the most monstrous beasts in Amphoreus.
You kinda had a point.
Enough with your words! Among all the kings of Kremnos, which one did not inherit the crown only after plucking it from the lifeless body of his father? But listen to yourself now. Do you truly believe you can cleanse the blood from your hands through mere words alone?
Nay, quite the contrary. I will end this cycle of bloodshed. Starting with this child. With these blood-stained hands, I will end it all.
How? What logic is there in that?
Your failure is inevitable, Eurobon. You are just a coward who can only raise his blade against his own child! A beast that murders his own kin. Royal Wing elites and Emperors of Kremnos! You cannot sit idly by and watch this atrocity unfold. If you consider yourselves the honorable sons and daughters of Gorgo, then take up your spears and join me in putting an end to this bloody charade!
Does anyone else have any objections? If so, come forward with your spear and prove your mettle.
Understood.
5, 4, 3. No one dare stand by my side. Cowards! Has that crown stripped you of your courage? 2. One.
It appears there are no objections. Then, in accordance with the Kremnoan Council's principle of tacit consent, the decision is final. With all present as witnesses, this child shall descend into the Sea of Souls, where he will nourish the Lance of Fury and join the fallen heroes. May fate and the gods await your arrival. My son, Mydei.
Stop!
If you have more to say, then speak. On account of the life we have shared together, I grant you this one final chance.
With the Blade of Fury above us and the Council bearing witness, I, Gorgo, hereby move to challenge the crown in accordance with the laws of Kremnos. O unworthy king, in the name of the Council of Elders, I demand that you duel me!
Very well. We shall see who the Kremnoan blade strikes down.
Mydei, my son. They all tell me to forget. But how could I ever? The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. If there is no Kremnos without the crown, then I shall seize the crown and smash it to pieces to bring the people to their senses.
They roared in anger. The armies remained in silence. Only the cries and the waves of the Sea of Souls echoed. Okay, hold on a sec. So... that was weird. I don't know if it was supposed to be weird or if it was just poorly written. Because it sounded like the king, Mad King Euripon, wanted the same thing that Mydei wants, but it also sounds like Gorgo wanted the same thing that Mydei wants. Because she said she wanted to smash the crown and prevent this cycle of bloodshed. So why did both of them engage in further bloodshed to stop the bloodshed? I mean, of course, sometimes you can only make change with might, ultimately. But why did he want to sacrifice Mydemos? Was it because of the prophecy? Did he know that Mydemos would come back stronger to kill him, and that's what he wanted? I don't know. Again, sometimes the writing in this game is just not great, and sometimes it's deliberately confusing. And I'm not sure which is which, but we'll see. Anyway, ever since the battle with Nigador, you haven't slept so soundly in ages. Even if death itself came to rouse you, you'd probably proudly retort, why does life slumber? Because the bed is warm. If that's not relatable, I don't know what is. Yet a chill from the river of souls wafted by, a sensation hauntingly familiar. Could death truly be at your door? Best open your eyes, just in case.
Mister, you're awake.
Castris, why does life slumber?
That's a complicated question. I'm not sure I can answer that.
Aren't you supposed to be more than like 5 steps away from me or something?
I apologize for arriving uninvited. I saw that you were still asleep, so I took the liberty of waiting nearby. I bring a message from Lady Aglaea. She has prepared a gift for you and Dan Hong, and wishes to present it to you in person.
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
I'm glad you're in good spirits. All right, let's set off.
Nameless recollection. The Crown Prince of Criminals revealed the past in that trial of apotheosis. The past gained through your travels. Head to the book and write it down. Oh, okay. One moment, Cass. So we can write something new in here. Ooh, new stories? Averick, why are you off reading them by yourself? I want in too. I knew you'd show up. Where there's a story, there's Mem. Could I be a memory spirit? No, that name's not cute enough.
Mem?
How about pink memory spirit then? Was that it? Okay, here we go. Write story. Having witnessed the Kremnos Crown Prince's past, now drop in that strand of nameless recollection. Whose visage comes into view? Mydei. Those flame-chasing people, those forgotten stories, as I've written. Nations, why the aversion? Since which day did he become known as Mydei? His strength rivals all lands, but the man pays it no heed. For only the authority of a king can end another king, and only strife can end strife. The torrent of conquest crosses the barrens, yet with homeland's blood it is destined to be stained. None dare to shake his hand in greeting, for his hands burn as the blazing sun, soaked in the might of the flames. What a mighty feat it is! In the aftermath of defeat, the man digs graves for the deceased soldiers, burying thousands with his own hands. In that fight, he crushed all invading blades with his fists. A body immortal may never fall, but tears of pain in his heart still flow.
His years of drifting made him detest water's waves.
They say that is the reason he's so unwilling to weep. But in Idonia's blizzards he once did cry, a tear shed among the storm and frost that bloomed into a lily stained with blood. Like his undying body, the flower never wilts. In time, the entire world will turn to ash. This haughty man shall be the one to leave behind the world's final beauty, though none are willing to believe. Unlike his kin, those patterns are carved with his blood, a matter so suspicious it stirs the ambitions of the mundane.
A blade that can cut through the mighty must be enough to slay gods.
The people to this day still seek it, yet it is simply a tradition he follows closely. Do not let your enemy notice that you're bleeding, and thus convince them that you are someone unsurpassed, a warrior supreme.
Apart from Kremnos' traditions, what do you have left?
The stories of the past forged his body. Apart from Kremnos' traditions, what do you have left? The white-haired friend once asked. The man goes silent and still, his gaze burning into the horizon, looking for a distant past. In his days of wandering, the same question was asked by thousands upon thousands, and he never denied.
That is why I walk on this path.
Chaser's path has been lit. There are quite a few stories here that are left to be told. Did you know that Akama is full of stories about Mydei? He's just bursting with tales. Are all princes like that? And how did he manage to get that powerful? Shh, this has to stay quiet. It was really hard for me to find out, so I don't want anyone else to just hear it. This is for your ears only, Averick. They say it's from incredibly harsh training. Every day he runs 10,000 laps around the holy city, does 10,000 squats, does 10,000 sets of weights, and there's lots more stuff he does 10,000 of. Let me think. That's totally not true. No way! How are you so sure about that? Still, there really are way too many rumors about Mydei flying around. If they were all true, he wouldn't even have time to eat, would he? I wonder who's spreading all the stories. Sure is mysterious, don't you think? Okay. And we get another reward for that. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. Let's follow Cass. Hello? There we go.
The baths are bustling. Now that Nikador has fallen, the soldiers in the city can finally catch a break.
I don't know how long I'll be able to live like this.
Another Feryx Leo. Hold on there, Cass. I don't think I talked with this one. Oh ho! Let's see. Who has come to visit my majestic self again? A warrior from the Outlands. Does Puka Leonis lie? Blah 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 blah. Alright, let's do this. What results in two people being left with nothing, whether it is in the hands of either person? Left with nothing. This phrase is not alien to you. When you awoke in the space station, what was it you were? That was what you were. Think hard. What is the thing that is closest to the feeling you had back then? The answer is... I don't think any of this is correct. Thoughtful thinking, piece of gear that enhances all the wrong substats. I can't think of anything. Let's ask for help on the teleslate. Let's ask the triplets. What could it be? A lost package? As long as it's something left in our hands, we'll always deliver it to the receiver's hands. Unless it's a very absent-minded messenger who lost the parcel. In that case, the sender and receiver will both be empty-handed, left with nothing. What about Mydei? More shenanigans from this bunch of trickster lions. Haven't they and their kind given up on torturing others with their despicable riddles? My answer is, a wavering will. If a warrior's heart wavers even slightly when charging at the enemy, then death would be their only outcome. Also, if one's will wavers, one's morale will dissipate, and the entire formation will break with this one's weakness. Will the army not be left with nothing? I don't think that's it. About Cass. From what I experienced, it is hatred. In the battlefields of Era Bellica, I once witnessed many tragic scenes, and countless wars were caused by hatred and vengeance between cities and people. Refusing to let go of hatred in their hands would only result in a war that leaves both parties with nothing. Yep, I think that's more the right answer. Oh, hatred! An interesting perspective. Even if it's not what I was thinking, it rivals the original answer. Vengeance only begets more vengeance. Fine, I have decided to free your hand. This is but a friendly exchange of answers. Oh ho ho ho. Oh ho ho, I have no choice but to reveal the answer. What I'm looking for is... debt. To a debtor, even if his borrowed balance coins can purchase an entire city, the money does not legally belong to them. Isn't that being left with nothing? The creditor is left with just a debt slip in his hand, while the money is with the debtor. Who knows if the debtor will repay the money on time? A debt slip is not equivalent to cold, hard balance coins. Isn't that also being left with nothing? That's not right. Where did the money go? Oh, does it matter where the money has gone? What's important is that in my theory, as long as the debt remains unsettled, both parties are realistically left with nothing. Got an achievement for that. Okay. Thank you for your answer, Cass.
Is that Lady Trevi and Lady Trianne?
Who else could it be?
You must have forgotten. This is a precious relic from our hometown. We definitely all saw it back then. Trianne, this is a counterfeit. We both know it's impossible for something this fragile to have survived all those years in one piece. Nothing is impossible. We are fragile too, but we still got through those at times.
Aw.
Look at that color! And how it glitters in the light! It's exactly as we remember it! Why won't you buy it? If someone else gets to it before us, we'll miss our chance forever. Calm down,
Let's buy it
Trian.
for them.
You need rest.
Please, there's no need to fret. If you need more time to make a decision, I can put this aside for you until tomorrow. Or until you're ready?
No, it's alright. Trian is just... She'll come to her senses tomorrow. We'll be off first. Trian is just... what? Trian is super mad, that's what! You've forgotten all about Mama! Mama gave us something just like this before!
Aww.
Trian...
See you tomorrow? I hope you two patch things up soon.
See you tomorrow. May the winds of fortune bless you.
It's so hard to understand what they're thinking sometimes.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could you tell me what Lady Tribi and Lady Trian were discussing just now?
Oh, it's Miss Casterus. It's been a while. Well, honestly, I'm not quite sure myself. See, I have a little hobby of collecting handicrafts. Some time ago, I found this trinket being sold at the Marmorial Market, and bought it to use as decoration at my stall. When Lady Tribi and Lady Trian walked by earlier, Lady Trian happened to catch sight of it, and promptly insisted that it was a precious memento from her hometown. But Lady Tribi believed it to be a counterfeit. She said it couldn't possibly be from Yanisopolis. The likelihood of such fragile glassware surviving the Chrysos War is simply too low. For some reason, Lady Trian became awfully upset after hearing that.
I see. Madam, would you mind selling this trinket to me?
Certainly. It's just... if it truly is a relic from Yanisopolis, it could be worth a small fortune. Miss Casterus, I'm running a business here after all, so...
I understand. Feel free to name your price.
You guys do owe the Chrysos heirs, like, your lives and your peace and everything. Sclerator in silence.
I suppose I can sell it to you at cost as a sign of goodwill, Miss Casterus. Just promise to support my business in the future.
Much appreciated. We're lucky that she has a good heart. I'm not one to venture out often, and while I have some savings, it takes a lot out of me to even talk to people, let alone haggle. Had it been another merchant, I would have been set back plenty.
Classic
The
introvert.
authenticity of the piece isn't important. What matters is that it holds special meaning for Lady Trian and reminds her of her hometown. I've long wished to show my gratitude for Lady Trian's care, but I haven't been able to come up with any ideas for a suitable gift. This chance encounter today feels like divine intervention. Perhaps this is the gift I've been searching for. Still, this trinket is admittedly rather fragile. I will have to make some adjustments and stitch it onto wool felt to protect it. That way, no matter how much Lady Trian runs around, it won't break easily. Alright, back to business after that little detour. Let's keep moving. Don't stray far now. We've already kept Lady Aglaea waiting long enough.
Whose fault was that? Why are there bubbles coming from the floor? Probably best not to question those things. Okay.
It seems your friend arrived before us.
You're finally here,
Welcome,
Edric.
Cass. And you as well, trailblazer from beyond the sky.
I didn't expect you to call me that.
Your companion here kindly explained the meaning behind the name to me earlier. Through him, I've come to understand that you and your friends walk the paths of Kefali and Yanis in places beyond the sky. Addressing you appropriately is the least I can do, as a show of respect. For all that has happened, it was never our intention to drag you two into the battle against Nikador and jeopardize your safety. To express our gratitude for your kind, trailblazing endeavors, we would like to present you with the highest honor of Akima. This is the dew of divine blood, brewed from crops nourished by the blood of the Titans. It is said that only 12 bottles existed. The last 3 bottles are now being kept in the treasure vault of Akima. Back in the days of prosperity, cities fortunate enough to acquire it regarded it as one of the greatest treasures ever. Unsealing it during a ceremony held in honor of 2 cities' diplomatic ties was the highest form of respect one could show the other. And now, in keeping with tradition, Akima dedicates this drink to our esteemed guests from beyond the sky in appreciation of what you have done for us.
I'm not of drinking age yet. My hand is trembling under the weight of this gift. This precious gift isn't simply a token of gratitude, though, is it, Lady Aglaea?
Very perceptive, Mr. Dunhung. Your heroic deeds have proven that you come in good faith. With the dew of divine blood as testament, we wish to forge an alliance with the Trailblazers.
With all due respect, won't forging an alliance with the Chrysos heirs embroil us in the conflicts within Akima? I'm sure you can understand where our misgivings come from, Lady Aglaea. My gift, my gift! Wow, you seriously took a liking to the gift. Having said that, Lady Aglaea, please don't misunderstand. We will still do what we can to assist you in the Flame Chase journey. It's just, I've heard of the friction between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Akima. As outsiders, we are wary of getting caught up in this conflict.
Wow! Gray and Danny have sharp eyes indeed. You'd make outstanding members of the Twilight Courtyard.
Gray and Donnie?
No need to worry, by the way. I can tell from Lady Aglaea's tone of voice and micro-expressions that she's being genuine.
Who are you?
Not only are you guests from beyond the sky, but you've also done so much for Akima. You're practically heroes to us all. Lady Aglaea would never subject you to Aquila's judgment.
You're kind of adorable. You are...
Hyacinth.
Hyacinth.
Thank you for taking care of the wounded of the past few days.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. The patients are very cooperative when we attend to them. I'm just thrilled to see them all going home healthy again.
Is she another of the Chrysos heirs? Or is she going to be like a new 4-star character? I might just be a little oblivious, but I don't think I've heard anything about this character online.
Oh, it's Cassie. Oh, I've missed you.
She's so cute. Gray, Donnie.
Aren't they just the cutest nicknames?
I feel like she's evil. She's too cute. There's darkness behind those eyes. This girl, she's a natural at making friends. She reminds me of an old friend with pink hair. No, this girl is way cuter than March. And again, I might get some hate for that, but I despise March 7th. I can't stand her. She's so ditzy. So am I. I'll let you take it from here then.
As an acolyte of Aquila, I'm here to bring healing light to the world. Plus, I've heard you're also children of the distant skies. Fate must have brought us together. Can we be friends? I'd love to hear your tales of the sky. And oh, it's a rare occasion that Akama presents such an invaluable gift to guests. Lady Aglaea, may I have the honor of tasting it too?
She makes me think of Medion from Final Fantasy XIV from Endwalker. Can we please be friends? Aw.
Of course you may. Esteemed guests of Akama, please believe me when I say that this gift carries no hidden agendas. As for the matter of the Alliance, you need not give me an answer here and now.
Oh, she's here to help Aglaea recruit us.
You're mistaken. The capable Lady Aglaea doesn't need my help with things like this.
I see. In that case, we will accept this gift from Akama. We welcome the chance to talk with you, Lady Hyacinth.
Oh, yay! Then I'll get started on my questionnaire.
Pardon the question, but I've been meaning to ask this for a while. Micro-expressions, tone of voice, questionnaires. Are these all part of the usual skill set for Aquila's priests?
Allow me to do the honors. This young lady is Hyacinth, assistant lecturer of the new sporists at the Grove of Epiphany and head nurse at the medical institution known as the Twilight Courtyard. Many of the Chrysos heirs suffered injuries during Mikador's attack on Akama, so the Grove sent Lady Hyacinth to treat the wounded in Akama.
But what I'm really good at is helping people sort out what ails their mind and spirit. If you're ever feeling troubled, come find me. A little sunbathing in the courtyard will chase all your worries away.
Why is it called the Twilight Courtyard then? Ah, so you're a therapist. Thank you. We will keep that in mind.
Well, it looks like everything's sorted out now. The patients have also all recovered. I think it's time for me to head back, Lady Aglaea.
I would love to keep you in Akama for a few more days, but I would hate to provoke the ire of the Grove. As it happens, Akama intends to send a messenger to the Grove for updates about the research on the Black Tide. We also want to communicate our desire to discuss the retrieval of Circe's core flame at the earliest convenience.
Oh, that sounds pretty serious. Lady Aglaea, you can't be asking me to...
No need to fret. We won't put you on the spot. Trianne will be going there as the diplomatic messenger of Akama, and Castorus will be accompanying her.
I happen to have a few questions for Professor Anaxa as well.
I know him.
Regarding the missing Titan, Thanatos.
Since this involves Akama diplomatic affairs, we'll give you some privacy. Back to bed again. Boring? Are you kidding? That's what we love to do most, sleep. Let's go out and play!
If you're not keen on just sitting around, Mr. Trailblazer, why not go with them? The Grove is a picturesque place, perfect for sightseeing.
Sounds good to me.
That's a wonderful suggestion. Come visit the Grove, Gray. I'd be delighted to show you around.
She is so cute. I think she's like the most appealing female character I've seen in a while in this game. Let's see. Sounds good. Gaining more insight into the customs and geography of different regions of Amphoreus is also part of trailblazing.
In that case, do bring this spindle along with you. This tool, called the weft, is used to spin thread and has been passed down in my family through generations. Though it doesn't see much practical use nowadays, it's become a symbol of great significance. In this respect, it is the perfect token to represent my will. If you encounter trouble at the Grove, just take this out and show it to them. While you're in the Grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not, allowing you to see things as I would. Castorus knows this too.
Feeling we'll need that.
Make good use of it. Trian is already waiting for you at the outskirts of Okima, so I won't keep you any longer. May your journey be smooth.
And I doubt that too. Dew of Divine Blood. Weft. Okay.
Make good use of it. Trian is already...
Okay, said that already.
I'm glad to be in your company again, mister.
Aw. Cass is cute too. I like her as well. Though I think she definitely has a dark side. I guess we have some questions we can ask. Tell me about the Titan known as Thanatos.
Thanatos controls my fate, in a sense. The curse I bear came from them. And they have something of mine. Something of great importance that I must get back from them.
Wonder what that is. Who is Professor Anaxa?
When I was studying at the Grove alongside Phainon and the others, Professor Anaxa was responsible for teaching us about the Chrysos heirs and the Titans. That's also when I met Miss Hyacinth. She was Anaxa's teaching assistant then.
The Grove of Epiphany.
The Grove of Epiphany is Akima's partner academy. They look after the core flame of Circes and are the organization at the forefront of researching phenomena such as the Black Tide and the Titans. They also provide academic research support for the Flame Chase journey. Several Chrysos heirs are based in the Grove, including Miss Hyacinth and Professor Anaxa.
Okay, so Hyacinth is one of the Chrysos heirs. Meaning she was probably in the trailer, I just didn't realize it. Don't have any more questions? Let's go!
I came here with a colleague from the Twilight Courtyard. I've asked her to pack her luggage in advance, so she's already waiting for us by the city gates. Let's go meet up with her.
Okay. Yep, someone singing.
Look, there she is! And Lady Trian. But who's that they're looking at?
Lipa singing?
Did something happen, Clementine? Oh, that's a serious injury. Miss Hyacinth, this man was discovered by Trian! Trian was in a bad mood this morning, so we we went to the outskirts of Akama for some fresh air. But then we found him collapsed on the roadside. Trian knows the city has good doctors. So, Trian brought our new friend into the city to look for a doctor.
I was waiting here for Miss Hyacinth when I bumped into Lady Trian. But by then, this man was already in critical condition, so I had to perform some emergency treatment first.
These wounds, they're caused by the black tide.
Uh-oh.
This is bad. Clementine, prepare a ward for this man at once. I'll treat him myself. It's a miracle he's still alive, considering how badly the black tide injured him. Grey, Cassie, and Trian, would you mind making your way to the grove first? Once this man is out of danger, Clementine and I will join you. As a healer, I cannot ignore those in need of medical attention.
I understand. May fate have mercy on this poor man.
Trian believes he'll get better. Everybody, follow Trian! Fly, fly, fly away from Akama! Down this road we go, to the skies we fly, leaving Akama behind! Little Cass, little Grey, are you ready?
Ready. Are we not using the Sentry Gate? Of course not. She only has a couple uses left of it.
You might not be aware of this, but using the Sentry Gate takes a significant toll on Lady Trian.
Mm-hmm. Trian promised Treeby that we wouldn't open the gate unless we had no other choice.
Let's go.
I'm ready, too.
Okie dokie. Everybody, let's hold hands. To the grove we go!
So cute. I can't imagine her being millennia old, but apparently she is.
It's harder than I thought to sew gemstones onto wool felt.
I was wondering about that. I'm like, how are you going to put a gemstone onto felt?
Cass, memmy, mem. Memmy, mem.
Cass has such nimble fingers. I want to learn too.
Mem wants to try sewing. Here, why don't you give it a go?
Aw. I want to try too.
Sure.
Memmy, mem. Mem, cheer, mem.
You go first. I'll cheer you on. Also, note that Mem is now starting to use words other than Mem.
This is amazing.
Oh,
it
yeah.
seems as if their voice has become more intelligible after the battle with Nikador.
So it seems.
After spending the last few days together, I feel like I'm gradually gaining the ability to understand what they're saying. Even if it's just a little.
This shows that I'm learning new things. Once I obtain the memory of poking wool felt, will I grow hands that are as pretty as Cass's hands? Making felt is painful and tedious. I'll just say that. I've tried it before. It's basically just poking wool endlessly with a felt needle, and oh, you need patience for it. That just sounds weird.
Mem.
That's horrible. You can't say that to a girl. She's so cute. I was just kidding. Anyway, I believe that this trip to the Grove of Epiphany will definitely be a fruitful one. How exciting. I wonder what changes I'll experience next. You might become fluffier? Do you like cute little animals that much? Are you secretly the type that cares a lot about outward appearances?
Cute. Is everybody awake? Little Grey, little Cass, and A little pink puppy?
She's a bunny puppy. I've become a different species altogether? And here I thought she would just give me a nickname like Little Memmy.
It's already action hour. Lady Trian, I hope you're well rested. You were talking in your sleep. Did you dream of many things?
Sleep talking? What did Trian say?
Something like, Mommy, doll with sword, let's fight together. We'll be brave.
Ugh, it's so embarrassing. Please don't make fun of Trian.
Of course not. Wasn't Lady Trian's mother also the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis?
Uh-huh. Mama was the strongest Holy Maiden in all of our history. She also gave us the prophecy of deliverance. And she had red hair that looked like a cute red mushroom. But Trian can't remember what Mama looked like anymore.
Aww.
Not even in the dream just now.
Aww. In that case, Everick and I will lend Trian a hand. But you don't have hands. Only paws. Just a figure of speech. Think about it. There are so many memories scattered all over this world. Surely at least one contains an image of Trian's mama. If I keep a lookout for it while searching for memories along our journey, then Everett can go boom! And not only will Trian be able to remember what her mama looks like, she'll even be able to talk with her, right?
Trian thinks that's a great idea! Can the pink puppy help Trian out?
Only if you promise to stop calling me a pink puppy.
Little Memmy from now on!
There we go. That's much better. Still, I'd like to know exactly what I am. That was just the name I came up with on a whim. Oh well, it doesn't matter, because I'll be sticking to my word anyway. Now that Trian is cheered up, shall we get going? I love how the random mem actually fits with like the dialogue quite well. It's kind of interesting.
Okie dokie! Trian remembers that we need to help Aggie ask the big tree whether Cersei's would be willing to visit Akama. If we follow this woven trail and keep going upward, we'll reach the grove in no time!
Yay! Woven trail? Where did it get its name from?
Legend has it that whenever they requested an audience with Cersei's, Nestia would always come to the meeting in a long white dress. As the warps and wefts of the dress came into contact with the ground, they turned into paths and stairs. May this romantic path bring good tidings to Akama.
No. Found another beetle. Welcome to the Grove, a place blessed by reason. The majesty of the Bow of Rift, the Reason Titan, speaks for themselves. Onward, guests from afar. Behold the gorgeous view. Interesting little statues here. What are you? Kinda creepy. Okay. Oh, butterflies. Golden fragments remain radiant in the darkness, illuminating the blue blooming flowers around them. It said that Nestia's swarm of butterflies once emerged from such cocoons, bestowing the gifts of memory and prophecy upon the world.
Nice.
You're just not going to talk about the ghosts? Okay. The silent statue seems shrouded in a delicate veil, surrounded by glowing insects and bluish flowers. The scene inexplicably brings to mind Nestia's legend of transforming into butterflies. Before becoming butterflies, it seems they too were a solitary nocturnal wanderer who enjoyed solitary strolls. Okay.
Look! A huge tree! It's
Whoa.
huge!
Hold on a sec. Let's swap. Nope. Look over here. Just right. There we go. Oh, chest. Excuse me, ghost. So pretty. Oh, okay, same thing. A plate. Oh, or not. Wow, it's so majestic. Everett, hurry up and capture this moment. Oh, I guess we're gonna do this anyway. A giant tree bowed slightly in the silent forest, tilting and falling into the wilting green waves. A passing breeze rustled through the leaves as if it was sighing, softly fading into the lightless ocean above on high. Would March 7th appreciate this sublime scene? You're uncertain. Dan Heng, perhaps. Never mind. Every time he encounters a tree as big as this one, it would be a deeply troubling situation. That's fair. Take a photo of this big tree. I never fail to impress. This photo deserves an award. What is this huge tree, though?
It's the Bough of Rift, the divine body of Circe's. Flora began to grow where they planted their roots, and this flatland basin upon which we stand gradually became a large, verdant forest.
I gotta say, Nikador is much less impressive in comparison. Just due to the small itty-bitty size of Nikador.
A long time ago, Felicis, the first scholar, led the masses to build a garden and courtyard in the forest, naming the site the Grove of Epiphany. There, people sought mental clarity, knowledge, and enlightenment.
Trian knows this. Everybody says that was how this big academy came to be.
But is the academy supposed to be this quiet?
Something feels off. The Grove has always welcomed scholars. So too would Circe's give us her delicate leaves and extend her branches in greeting. Yet, it seems both the Grove's messengers and the Titan are indifferent to our arrival.
Is the Grove closed to visitors?
That doesn't seem likely. Miss Hyacinth didn't mention anything about it.
Maybe everybody's still asleep because classes haven't started yet. They don't want to be disturbed, so they shut the entrance.
For now, let's look around and see if we can find out what happened.
This place is too quiet. What in the world is going on?
Dreams of giants sank into the earth and grew into towering colossus like me. Knowledge, like seeds born on the wind, causes flowers to bloom across the land and withered branches to sprout anew. The world pours itself upon me like a spring. My eyes are clear, yet I cannot see myself. Alright. Hello. No stepping on bugs. Bugs are living beings too. Observe. Our great master Circes. Such nobility and holiness in that august presence. Circes? Where? May the master's mercy forgive your sightless ignorance. Aquila's enlightenment lies just beyond me. Read and bathe in their glorious radiance.
Trian found it! Everybody, fly across to the other side!
Okay, hold on a sec. Undelivered Grove report. Lotophagism. No significant progress in using herbs to resist the black tide corrosion. Whoa, grain variety yields increased 800%. Caprism. Chimera recovery potion development. Successful. Huh. Erythrochromism. Emotional effects of color when viewed in human vision. Nodism. Encryption and decryption. Venerationism. Helcolithism. Neusporism. Financial request. Okay. Let's fix the statue. Here we go. There's the door here. You studied the ancient altar before you. Under the embrace of tree roots, golden butterflies emerge from their cocoons, weaving patterns in the air. Perhaps it's the essence of memory, wrapped by the passage of time, but never truly erased. Left to an altar? Looks like a door to me. Okay.
The entrance on the other side. Where could it be?
Well, I really want to continue exploring. Especially when it's so pretty. But I have to get going to work, unfortunately. So this is a good place to stop. So I'll just pause here. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Tune in tomorrow where I'll continue progress in the story. And yeah, we'll see what happens next in the Grove of Epiphany. So have a great day, everybody. See you later. Bye-bye.